more time chatting here is more time away from before we go behind bars. Sure, I'll answer you some things. But what was your first question?
What happened to the previous king?
Well, it's not exactly public how he died, but we just know he died.
Was it of natural causes or foul play?
They're still investigating into it, even after all these years. But
If
the
it's,
assumption is he was assassinated.
that would make sense. If it required that much investigation, foul play is assumed.
Even to this day, no one's exactly sure. But there's a big suspicion it's the rebel group that's behind it.
And how about the new king? How did
Wait,
he come to power?
wait. Who's the rebel group?
It's just some resistance that started rising up when after the king died. I mean, it's too convenient that that they showed up after the first king died. It's only natural to assume they've got some responsibility behind it.
Do they still exist?
Yeah, they're still there, at least in rumors. Never actually met them myself.
Are they still fighting against the kingdom now?
There was never a time they were officially ended. Mostly because people can't even figure out who they are, where they are. But there's always talks about it. They haven't really accomplished anything. But there's always some kind of rumor circulating around saying they're there somewhere.
I look back at there's some. Continue.
Who is the new king? How did he come to power? What is relations with the previous king?
Well, the new king is Valdun. All I know is he's the brother of sorry, not the brother. He's one of the sons of the former king.
Ah, how? What of the other siblings? You said one of the sons. How about any daughters? Any other sons?
There's one more. His name is started with a C. Forgot his name.
So the previous king had two known offsprings.
Yeah.
Okay. Da, 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 da. Uh, do.
When we stripped them of their stuff, uh, did one of them have the the forgery? Just quite a random chance. One of the three, or did the one that Steve
Let's
had it?
roll a 1d4. Four, four means it's the guy who got away.
Okay.
Uh,
Yo. Okay.
let's go.
All right. So one of them happens to have the forgery.
Alright. I destroy it just to cover all loose ends.
Okay.
Were you guys always in
I eat it.
this trade, or were you guys something else in the past?
Uh, I can't speak for the other two, but for me myself, And let's just say it's this guy that's talking right now.
Sure.
And I'll just separate them like this, so it's a little clearer
Sure.
who's talking. Okay. Anyways, so so this guy says,
Oh, the zoom in.
Yo,
Let's go.
"What?
like it
No,
zoomed in.
it
with
zoomed
the
in
arrow.
when you
Fucker
had the
zoomed
arrow.
in, yeah,
Oh, I see. I see.
that's pretty dope.
So I know who's talking.
That's a native Foundry thing now, and it's not even a mod.
Yo.
Yeah.
Sick.
Because sometimes I don't really know who's talking.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So basically, he says, I can't really speak for the other two, but for my situation, I used to work in the businesses of the capital. I did inventory on one of the bars there.
Used to be in. Sorry, I'm just writing all these down.
Managing all the shipments, whatever comes in, whatever comes out, how much we make. I do all the paperwork.
So, how did you end up doing? And then I kind of gesture around this. Was it because of the king, the new king, Veldun, the one you call it?
Yes.
Are there many? Sorry. Then with that, what's the opinion of the new king from the populace?
Well, it depends who you're talking to. If you're part of his I guess political side, for lack of a better word, and you'd probably see him as a great new king. But if you're not with him, there's no there's no end of the day where you loathe him sitting on the throne.
Then with that, there must be many others who are displeased with the king.
Some more than others. Some are okay with the way he treats the economy.
Speaking of, you mentioned economy. What of it?
Let's just say most of the money goes to a very small minority of people, and that minority is whoever's in his political party. And you can't even just choose to be part of it. He has to choose you.
Ah. Who is in his party and I see. So the rich gets richer and the poor gets poorer. Da, 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 da.
You know if so you said the new king is Valdun.
Yes.
What do you know of his son, Balion?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't keep track of them like as if they're some kind of celebrity. I just know the current king. I barely even remember the first letter of the king's brother.
Very well.
I have a question. Were you going to kill those hostages if things played out differently? Were you going to kill me?
Roll a persuasion check. Okay. 15. Let me think about this. Okay, so he says this. When I went into this, I didn't expect to kill anyone. I don't want to kill anyone.
Can I like?
I did think. I did at least think if it has to be done, I have to survive somehow.
The ends justify the means. That's respectable.
Can I insight?
Okay.
Oh,
Go.
baby.
Yeah. So from what you can see in his mannerisms, his body language, he's not sure himself if he really would have pushed himself to actually kill someone, but he at least thinks that if the situation was bad enough and calls for it, he would do it.
Have you killed an innocent before?
No. I've hurt people before. But there's a line that I just can't cross.
Going back to
Not so
previous,
easily, at least.
going back to the previous question about the about Veldon's brother. Is he still in the kingdom
What kind of
that you
question
know
is
of?
that? Of course he's still in the kingdom.
What's his how's his relationship with the king?
Oh, you're talking about his brother. I'm sorry.
Yes.
No, I don't know anything about his brother. Actually, I don't really hear much about his brother at all. I don't even
Probably did.
I don't even know if he has a brother. Somebody told me he had one time I was speaking about him, and that was it. It was just word of mouth.
Ashton's very worried at this.
Uh, then for those who are against, who are not, who are against Veldon's party, are there any known resistant groups?
Yeah, I told you earlier. There's some talk about some rebel group, but they never really made a move. Not any big ones, at least. Maybe some things from the shadows, but hell if I know who actually has some kind of power over that damn capital, besides the king himself.
Wait, I'm confused now. Wait, just out of character. So the previous king died. We're assuming foul play, and he was caused by. I thought he was caused by the rebel group.
Well, that's what
It's
they assume.
rumored. That's what they assume. These are all just baseless rumors, basically. Like,
But
who knows if that's the truth?
This is what the common people think of the situation right now.
Yes, this is just assumptions based off of rumors,
because I'm
and
thinking,
it
why
seems to make sense to them.
why? Because I'm just thinking, why would there be a rebel group that usurps the previous king and then it's still against the current king? This feels kind of weird, unless they're just completely against royalty and monarchy and that kind of stuff. But okay. What
It's
about the?
ambiguous on purpose.
Yeah, I figured. I tried. What of the diplomatic situation of nearby lands?
Well, I mean, Catullus is not really neighbored by anything. It's just the vast ocean, unless you're talking about all the way to Thondria, but no one really sails across that water.
Oh, this is an
It's a
island?
large ocean. No,
Oh.
it's not an island.
Oh, okay.
Is it a peninsula?
So to the okay, so out of character to the east, there's a big ocean separating Tithondria, like the land of elves, dwarves, orcs, and
Mm.
the kingdom of Catullus, which is like mostly human. And then to the west, um, there's the big giant continent of full of snow, which is Everspire, and no one really wants to go there.
Wow.
Yeah, we didn't really either, but you know.
Maybe
Just
then.
kidding.
I mean, yeah, it's like sort of really harsh, super weather
Uh-huh.
conditions, and I mean, yeah,
Okay,
But yeah.
gotcha.
And then to the north and south, there's not really much. Let's just say there's like some mountains that like are not really inhabitable.
Sure, not relevant. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So on that regard, like yeah, like there's just snow on the left and ocean on the right, and everything else is like that's it.
Hmm. Are there any other more resistant groups besides the rebel group? Unless the four of you guys just working as a small team.
We're not really that close of a group either. We just happen to want the same thing and made a deal.
Let me think. Uh, I nod and I'm gonna just talk to these two. I'm just gonna ask them what they used to do.
Which one first?
Oh, it doesn't really matter. I don't think. Just left one.
So this guy right here, he he looks at the rest of you and he says, "What do you want from me?"
What did you do in the past before King Veldon took the throne?
Ah. Uh. Well, I guess before any of this shit started, you can say that I was kind of a fisherman from Nahant.
Oh, fisherman.
Got any tips?
I was gonna say that too.
So
Out of curiosity, I was gonna say that too. But...
I got mauled by a crocodile and some giant ass snakes last time I went fishing. First time. Quite the catch.
As I don't think fishing was the issue there then.
Hmm.
I think what he meant, it was a skill issue.
Ah. Perhaps we should kill this one.
I say, how is I said, have you fished recently? Like, is getting food that way just impossible?
Well, it's okay. It's no different from just hunting in the forests and whatnot, but there is still dangers to it. And if I had to be honest, you would, at least for me, I got sick of the taste.
Like of the taste and moved on to kidnapping or hostaging. Hmm.
If we take them back to the king, he will surely just torture them to death.
Most definitely. What about you? What did you do?
I'm not saying a goddamn thing to any of you.
Well, I guess nothing we can do with this one then.
Incorrect. I take out my knife and I don't stab him, but I put it up to his ribs.
Okay, do an intimidation check. 18.
Are you sure this is how you want to end your life?
Okay, so he looks at Thristal, and then he looks at the knife that's pressed against his body. He says, "Fine, I won't die on this goddamn hill." What do you want to know?
Simply, what was your profession before King Veldin took the throne? I can't imagine you were in this trade the entire time.
I was a shoe cleaner.
I will do insight check on that one.
Okay.
This is strangely hesitant, but oh, he didn't take that one. Strange. Well, 15, I guess. That's pretty
Okay.
good.
You can see for sure he is not telling you the whole truth.
Ah, are you sure that is it? You didn't do any other side gigs? We just want to know the situation of the kingdom of this land.
And I'm saying I'm a shoemaker. What the hell else do you want?
Can I poke him with my dagger?
Okay, do another intimidation.
It's just
Unless
that
you're
you
actually trying to
see.
damage him.
No, I want to just damage him a little bit.
Okay.
Oh no!
Just a little bit. It might not even work. I missed.
You beast!
Alright, so you try to hurt him a little bit, but he's actually, even if he's restrained, he's quite nimble and like barely dodges the dagger at the last second. And he says, "I can do this all day."
Damn.
I say,
Yo,
I
Steve,
say, I mean, I could always just make a pot and put you in it.
But I don't want to do this all day.
We have limited time, friend. And I make a pot out of minor illusion. And I say, I'll
Okay.
stick you in it.
So let's do another intimidation check.
Tint.
Yo, Rellin, can you help me?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
I go over here and I stare into his soul.
I give you guidance. Let's go.
Okay. So you can see he's actually quite frightened by this the idea of this pot. And he actually hesitantly answers. He says, "Fine. I'm a gang member. What do you want?"
The truth comes out.
I
See,
say,
it
you do
wasn't that
crime, and
hard.
then I kill him. I'm just kidding.
See, it wasn't that hard now, was it?
Whatever.
Mm. You guys got any other question for these blokes?
You guys can ask whatever you like, and if they happen to know, they'll say it. But if
Because
they
I
don't know,
think
they...
I think I asked pretty much everything I wanted to ask.
What's the just as call it curiosity. what's the usual taverns you lounge at? You used to lounge at.
Back when I was in the gang,
Sure.
before this one.
Both.
Well, nowadays, obviously, we don't go to any tavern. Can't afford it.
Okay.
And even back then, it's just some shitty slums. I don't know about the other two here, but the capital is shit.
I say to the other two, I say, what was life like 10 years ago?
Okay, so for this other guy over here, the one who was working like for inventory and stuff, he said, I used to actually own a house of my own before I got kicked out of it.
Yeah. Oh. I don't really.
And sorry, you go ahead.
You go ahead. What do you
Okay.
say?
So I was just gonna say what the other guy says. So
Hmm.
if you're just reacting to that guy, then go ahead.
The other guy, I'll only the other guy's opinion.
Then this guy right here, he says, "Well, I lived in the harbor town, Nahant, and they have a pretty good inn in there. It's one of the largest, and it has a nice ocean view. What else could you really want?"
Yeah. So if the world was, if the city, the capital was the way it was 10 years ago, would you be turning to a life of crime?
Who knows? This is what. So the fisherman guy says, "Yeah, like who knows?" But then the inventory guy says, "I doubt it." And then the last guy over here, he says, "What do you think?"
Well, he definitely would. Okay. I say
How about
I say the three of you, you're not friends.
We were just in it for the money.
the last person? What did he do?
We don't know much about each other. We just agreed to work together for this one thing.
Okay.
Let us convene and decide your fate. As I say that into their minds.
Okay. They just kind of submit. They're already
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright. So we go off into like a whisper huddle.
Whisper Huddle. The game plan.
I say, no matter our decisions for the other two, the last one cannot be set free under any circumstance.
I say
Um,
we let the small scary elf handle that one.
I say, well, I mean, do we even need either of them?
Uh-oh.
what?
Well,
Or any of them?
What? Say
Nice.
I
Bryce.
say
mean,
to-
they've seen our faces, right?
I say to Raylan, this is Ashton's call. This is his land after all.
Sounds
I
like he's
put
in
down my Eldritch
favor of.
Blast.
Sounds like he's in favor of eliminating at least one, the evil one.
Well, the evil one definitely. I would just send him to jail, but
The
it sounds like that would be a fate worse than death.
Yeah, honestly, jail is a fate worse than death.
Well, for him, it would be.
For any
And-
of these guys, most
and-
likely.
And jail is no, they're gonna have to
At
it's
my-
expensive to keep people in jail.
At my father's keep, we had a hole we would throw people in, and we just kept them in there, and we'd give them food and water, but it was much too small to do anything. And they would stay down there for weeks, sometimes months before they perished.
I ignore what he's saying. I say with the other two, what's your opinions on them? What would you do?
I believe it's just a situation with the new king that forced their hands into the life of crime, which they were pretty much forced into to survive.
I say, I agree with Dristle. I don't believe they would have done this had the situation not played out the way it had. Except for that one. He seems to enjoy hurting people.
Yes,
I-
the
Take
the inventory worker and the fisherman, I believe they are probably
Yes, I think we
probably
can,
more good at heart.
I think we can agree with that. However, the question rather is, what do you do with them?
Hmm.
That's the harder question.
How do we know they won't just turn enemy again?
You wouldn't.
You believe them?
Thinking they're pretty easy to talk to. They were willing to let go of the hostages pretty easily. They didn't really want to do this. They just wanted
And-
enough money and food to live off of.
And the fact that they took they took your no instead of you as ransom. I found that very odd.
Perhaps we could sponsor them. Maybe they could be adventurers.
Oh,
Mm,
hired mercenaries, let's
Yeah.
go.
You'll work for us.
Yo,
No, they can go on their own dungeon delving adventure. They bring
No.
back little goods.
we need them to clear the traps. Send
Yeah.
in the cannon fodders.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
It would eliminate the issue.
Uh,
It would keep an eye on them.
Do the guards know what these two look like?
We can ask them.
Mm,
Their appearance is not
you
an
could ask
issue.
them, yeah.
Sure.
I can change their appearance with my disguise kit.
I say, by chance, would the guards have seen you?
Seen your faces inside the cave.
Not without a mask.
Ooh, smart.
Well,
How much is it to hire? I kind of don't hate the idea of having
Some hirelings.
like hirelings that not sending them for combat. Like I don't want to send them for combat, but like just having guys that like
Make
Can,
them
um,
fish. Make that guy fish. I want that guy to fish for me.
yo wait a minute.
Yo, until he
Punishment worse
pulls
than
off his
death.
own fucking monsters and
Who
then he just dies
cares?
to them.
But no, just like having them like as like inside, like try to like gather information for us. I say, yeah. Let me talk to you two in private. These two, and as I like, I guess I pick up, I ask Bonapack to pick them up, and
Okay.
then like off, like away from the other one.
I say,
Yes.
Rellin, I need a hand.
I say the other is like into their mind. I say I can't do anything for the other one. But what would you say? Like how would yeah, okay, let's say what would you say if I hired you to and I paid you on a monthly basis?
A monthly basis.
What
Monthly
the fuck?
basis.
Have we even been on this adventure for a month?
Exactly. Exactly.
You are so fucking funny.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Okay, do persuasion. Do roll persuasion.
All
Let's
right.
see what
You
happens.
All right, you'll help me out.
Finally, like a
Tell-
few years later, it's like, okay, you
Someone
get like an
helping you for
IOU.
This is so ridiculous.
Who
God.
thought? Who would have thought we would end up in this situation?
I run over and I say,
These
"You-
guys were supposed to be one-time
Nope. No,
No, I have to
sorry.
make, I have to make
That's-
new tokens, bro. Just
I say,
if it's so funny.
I say, you really should consider. You don't want the same fate as your friend
Okay.
or your acquaintance.
You know, and I asked her some for guidance.
I tap the guidance.
All right. Okay, and then
Give me a 4.
Oh, that was
19.
perception. Sir.
oh, my bad.
Oh,
It's two.
okay.
Oh.
I guess the 20. I see.
Yeah, 20.
Okay.
All right. So they look at you and they say, "Oh, that depends. Is it enough to live off of?"
Should have asked them how much like their wages.
I don't know. I don't know economy at all.
Oh my god, I can't see how much gold. Alright, I can't. Alright, hold on a second. Okay, I'll say. You know what? I'll be generous on this one too. I say. I would say so. I would hope so. I will pay you. I'll pay you each 150 golds a piece. Right now.
Oh my god.
They look astonished as they didn't expect
I said
that much.
I said a monthly basis.
And then they say, "Well, I'm not going to say no, but what makes you think we're going to stay around?"
I say because I paid you well, didn't I? And I expect good things from you too.
So the
The-
fisherman looks at you guys and he says, "Well, what would you want us to do?"
I just want you to, with the gold I've given you, you can change how you look and try to live a normal life, but keeping your. But I want you to I want you both to look around and find out more about what is going on in the city, and report back to me.
How soon?
We'll keep it every other day. You just check up on me. We'll I'll give you an address to go to.
That's gonna be hard. You know how far away the capital is, right?
Oh, okay.
I don't know. far is it?
wait. Well,
Oh.
well, for now, was it there? We're in the city right now, right? Or like we're gonna be in the city.
You're
Sorry.
at the border of Catullus, which is still quite far away from the mainland, and
Yeah.
even more so from the capital. I'd say to go through all of Catullus would take a week if you were
Holy,
just keep going without stopping, like no rests.
holy, that is big. Oh my goodness. Wait, how are we gonna do this?
What do you mean we?
What do you mean?
So hold on there, party.
This whole operation was your idea. Yeah, okay. I go.
Are there any messenger services in this land?
Yeah, there should be some couriers, either birds or other humans.
Say that.
My bardic master knew of a spell to speak long distances.
Okay. I say that will suffice. But I expect us to meet in person bi-weekly then.
So like once for the whole campaign.
What do you mean,
Oh,
bro?
wait, what?
What are
Wait.
the what are the
Because,
clothes?
like these campaigns, these arcs technically last like. Well, actually, you know what? Given the traveling means, you guys would be probably skipping a lot of days.
What do
Anyway,
their
so
clothes look like? Are they all raggedy?
yes.
Okay, I cast mending on both of them, and I fix up all their clothes.
Okay. So they look fresh as fuck.
And I cast
Rash, dude.
prestidigitation.
Dude,
Like shit.
they're looking. They smelling fresh and they got fresh drips, dude. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
I say
It's
They
Drip
went
City right
from
now.
they went from Hot Topic to Banana Republic.
And then I want to use my disguise kit to dye their hair. So they don't look.
Okay.
Alright. Now they actually got like Astarian hair.
Mm.
Okay, and then I say I'll need a name for you too.
I need a name for them too as well.
It's
Mary
gotta be
Pippin. Mary Pippin.
It's gotta be Asteri 1 and Asteri 2.
There he was. Dude.
Alright, I'll make the fisherman Asta.
Oh my god.
Asta, okay.
And
I'll
then
make
Rio.
It's a, where'd you get that document from? The Liam document, by the way. It was quite impressive.
Sorry, what?
Where'd you get that Liam document, by the way?
Who
I
you
asked.
talking to?
The giant elk.
Oh. I just shake my head.
I say, damn you, elk, I know you can speak.
And okay, you said Asta and Rion. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, fine. I guess.
There's a
Okay.
reference to something?
Yeah, Asterion.
Uh,
Oh, it's because he looks like this guy from Baldur's Gate.
hmm.
I say.
Asta Rion. Love it.
All right, Asta and Rion. Rion and Asta. I say, look me in my elk face. I can count on you, right? The money is good, and I expect things to change in this capital eventually. I know you don't believe me, and that's okay.
So they both look at you, and and one of them says, and he's pretty much speaking for the both of them at this point, as they both nod, and they say, "If you were to turn us into the guards, we wouldn't see the light of day ever again. So in a way, you spared us. So we at least owe you that.
All right. I say to them again. I'm speaking to their mind, right? I say, in that case, there will be. Wait, where? Okay, so we're gonna go back to the guard or whatever, right? And then, or maybe, I assume to like say that we did the thing. Where are these two going?
Yeah, and what's their backstory that they're gonna say? Are they just gonna pretend to be what they did before? Like, 'cause I assume the guards are like watching the area where the hostages were.
Yeah.
So are they just gonna say they're a fisherman and I don't know what the other guy did?
He was inventory worker.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
inventory.
do those two guys have to go back to the guards now? They don't have to go back.
They can just
They
get
just keep
on,
going.
right?
Just keep going.
True.
Because the guards
Okay.
didn't even know that we followed them. Follow these guys, right?
Yeah,
No.
True.
we didn't.
We'd be like,
tell them
oh,
about
sorry,
it.
we lost them. Yeah, they were too far, right?
Okay.
That's true.
I say, all right then. You know what? Fuck it. That's crazy. I say, I look at them. You know what? Yeah, and I say, so we're in agreement then. And I stick out my hand for a handshake.
Wait, what about written
Yes.
contract? Can I have some kind of written contract?
We could do that, sure. And as we shake hands, I do insight. Why not?
Okay. Roll.
Hey,
You have full confidence they're gonna follow through their word.
let's go. The power of paying a lot of money.
Mm.
Alright. I'll subtract
Wait.
300 gold.
You mean the power of friendship, right?
Huh?
What?
What?
Huh?
Alright. And I give them each 150 gold. I say then I untie them. I say be on your way. We'll meet or message to this location until otherwise stated, and I just yeah.
I say before they go, I want to say something. But you go ahead.
And then, yeah, just give them I give them like directions that will be convenient for us later.
This is a like a meta flashback right now.
yeah, exactly. And I was like, I'll write back to this location for you to pick up the message, and if our location changes, I'll write it to you.
I
Hey,
put my hand.
hey Owen, you want to make me a couple of tokens? like one fisherman dude and the other one he looks kind of like a I don't know how inventory people look, but maybe it's like some glasses or something. I
Have
don't know.
Yeah,
have a
something-
mix of
Sure.
general good and historian.
No, that is no.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell
Sounds
yeah, dude.
disgusting.
Something.
All right. Anyways, you don't have to do it right one, but like for
Yeah, yeah. Just send me a message or something so I remember.
okay. Here, I'll just
And yeah, well, that's that, I think, right?
so do you just like let him go off?
Yep.
May the odds
Okay.
be ever in your favor.
I say the great Liam, but please don't call me Liam. Liam
Oh,
owes you a favor.
right, that's right. I say, right. You can, for now, you can refer to me as Strider.
Strider. Okay. Thank you. We'll remember this. We won't forget.
I hope so. Take care.
All right. So then they go off, and Ashton, You can go ahead and get inspiration.
Let's go. Thank you. All right. And then as for him, I telepathically talk to Raylan. I say, just do it quick.
Okay. Does this guy react at all when I'm approaching him?
He's he looks kind of absent at this point. He's just assuming he's dead.
Or I say, I'm so sorry. I wasn't
No,
paying
you're not.
attention to what you did, but it sounds like you're a bad person.
Damn, that must have been really hard.
Just fuck off and get it over with.
I'm so sorry. It hurts me so much to do this. Hurts me more than this hurts you. I hope you know that.
This is like so
I-
fucking troll,
I-
dude. Oh
I
my-
put a bullseye on his head.
I back up, so I'm like not in melee range.
Oh my
And I
I
say,
back off so I don't get guts all over me
God.
again.
Oh
I
my
say,
I should have just sold photo pack.
it's been so long since I've had to hurt someone like this. I
I
thought it would be
say-
over, but
I just look at Raylan like bewildered. Like this girl didn't just like annihilate like a bunch of fucking people.
I have
before.
like the back of my wrist like on my forehead as I like have my head kind of back, and it's like you just see tears streaming down, and my lip quivering, saying like, "Oh, you don't understand how much this hurts."
Dude, this
I
is
wish
like
we
fucking Marianne, fucking Three Kingdoms.
I wish it didn't come to this, but you made me do this. Okay, random person. It's not my fault. All right.
Cringing so hard in it.
Does he say or do anything?
He just at this point he looks less like apathetic and more confused
And I
and
s-
freaked
I
out.
say,
I,
I can. Oh, go ahead.
I play my violin and I play a sad song.
I say, I can.
Oh, it's not that sad.
It's like super off key. I'm
At
like, I
this
can
point,
even.
you see him trying to just bite his own tongue. He just wants out.
I say, I can't even bear to look, and then I kind of like cover my eyes, but then I like peek one eye slightly open, and Eldritch blast him.
Alright.
He's already passed out from biting his own tongue, but yes.
Oh, I'll say I hex him first too.
Eh,
Let's just say you Eldritch blast a bunch of times until he's dead. All right, while he's
Okay.
knocked out. Okay.
And then you see me like I fall on my knees, and I say, "Why? How could it come to this?"
You're saying that while you're laughing.
I whisper to photo pack, I'm like, next time I'm asking you for the execution.
and I say he didn't deserve to go like that.
I know. I know.
I clean myself off with prestidigitation.
And I
Um,
say I walk up to Raylan and I say, next
Them
time
too.
look them in the eye before you kill them.
I couldn't bear it. And then you see her just like she and then she just stands up, brushes herself off, and she says, "Well, on to the next adventure."
Alright, I take the body, right? And I say, let's get back to the captain and get the official rite of passage. We have to go through this nonsense again.
I walk up to Raylan and I say, "You did a good thing."
Oh, thank you. I really wasn't sure.
He's a bad man.
True.
And as I'm walking towards the rest of the party, and I say, man, these elves are something else, eh?
They act like typical elves. weirdos.
I mean, you too.
We're different from the other elves.
I say, whatever. Let's just get back.
Yeah, you guys look like siblings, like evil siblings.
We're the good guys.
Okay. Anyways, where
Name
do you
one
guys
bad
go?
thing my guy's done this campaign.
Domestic terrorism.
I don't think he's done that.
You blew a dude up in the marketplace.
That's his fault.
That's true.
Sometimes you just don't have a choice. It's like your body acts on its own, you know.
Sure, he's my character, and I guess keep. Where were we heading east? Why were we heading east? Or
No, we're just heading back to the captain. Gonna
oh,
dump off this body. Tell him this is the only bandit we managed to capture. We managed to
anyone-
capture, but he is dead.
does anyone need to catnap for a short rest?
Not particularly, no.
Okay.
I'm good.
So, in the interest of saving some time, I'll just say, like, you managed to get all the way back and tell him this, and he says, "Thank you. You're free to go."
Hey, buddy. I tell him that was the leader of them though. Like that was the one that was talking, doing all the talking.
Thank you for handling this. We only really needed to worry about the hostages, but
They're all free.
thank you for going the extra mile.
It's okay. We freed them all.
Right, you're free to pass.
Okay.
Nice.
Amazing, bro. Okay. They know. No letter of passage or anything like that.
Oh, just I mean, we're the ones who run the place. Just tell them I sent you.
What's your name?
My name is here. What the fuck was his name?
Captain Gladiator.
Captain Fancy Pants.
Let me see. Where is he?
Had to sound
Surely
right.
I have a name for this guy, right?
Captain.
Arden? Arden the
Oh.
Fire Fist?
Yeah, his name is Arden.
I got you.
The lore keeper knows.
James knows my campaign more than me.
Oh, definitely not.
Alright, so yeah. Yeah. Here,
Alright.
if you really wanted to be absolutely sure, here, and then he just hands you a writ of passage. After all,
Okay. Nice. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you. All right. Safeguarding, I guess.
Ooh.
Onwards.
so where to go?
I guess we go back. We we're heading towards the cap or the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're-
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's-
there's two cities that you can pass by on the way.
Yeah.
They're pretty much along the way, and the first one being like a kind of like a farmland that's in the middle of Catullus essentially, and it's a pretty expansive land. And then there's another one called Nahant, which is more of like that fisherman village that the fisherman was talking about, which is a little further off than the farmland, but it's closer towards the coast, like a certain coast towards the north.
The closest one, I guess.
Okay, sure. So let's say you take a couple days to get to. Well, actually, it's a couple days if you didn't rest, but if you include a rest, let's say you take 3 days to get towards the edge of the mainland,
Jesus.
and I'll put you guys there right now.
Right.
Did we rest?
Do anything along the way?
Just like resting and. Oh, not
Okay.
about it. Fishing.
Yo, fishing. How much fish did we get? Also, wait, which city did we decide to go to?
The mainland, basically.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. So, you can pretty much say you did a long rest, and it's a new day
Sick.
for everyone. Okay, so you make it to the mainland. You see a bunch of like farmers and workers, and a guard here and there to kind of like oversee stuff. But I think we should probably call it here before unless there's like anything that you wanted to do in particular while you're traveling.
I think
I
that
don't know.
is fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I did all the
Okay.
talking I had for like 3 weeks.
Damn.
Yo,
See you next year, James.
Yeah, see you guys.
Oh man.
yo. Also, I sent you the AI images. I actually didn't even run it locally. I just used the Bing image generator. I was lazy.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I could tell
Okay.
the party, since we finished our first mission, I could tell them how I got scattered.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you could just tell them like right now.
Yeah, so basically my guy framed someone through some complicated. He doesn't give you all the details, but basically I was being punished and sentenced to death, is what I tell you. And right as I was about to be boiled in a big ass pot of water by my father, I got scattered.
Is that where he's obsessed with boiling people in water?
Yes.
I see.
Interesting.
All right. Okay, so you guys got to the farmland. Gonna figure out some stuff to do along the